Hi, I'm Divina and my register number is UK 19CS1032. Now we are going to see a program on implementation of hash table with collision resolution techniques. So the two collision resolution techniques are linear probing and quadratic probing. Since it's a C program, I have initialized these header files and I have initialized few functions here like linear hashing, quadratic hashing, which is the linear probing and quadratic probing, then searching, display, then linear search, quadratic search, and then I have initialized two arrays as ARR of 100 and QARR of 100. This ARR of 100 belongs to this linear probing, and this QARR of 100 belongs to quadratic hashing, which is quadratic probing. And I have initialized data n and choice. So this is this is like a menu which is hashing. It will give a note as hashing. Then insertion, selection, and exit will be given. So if you wish to insert something, we will be giving 1. So since it's a switch case, I have used a switch case here. Then if I choose 1, then I will get an insertion menu. So it will ask the user whether you have to use linear probing or quadratic probing or to display or to exit from the insertion menu, because we have searching as another function is here. So insertion is not only our motto, we have to search too. So there's an option that to exit from insertion menu. So if the user chooses 1, which is linear probing, it will ask the user to enter the size of an array, and then it will be inserted in an array using this for loop, and it will ask with this printf statement, and it will be stored with using the scanf statement, and then it will take you to the linear hashing function. So basically hashing table is also like a array. Then quadratic probing, if the user chooses 2, which is quadratic probing, you will get the same note as enter the size of an array, and then it will ask each and every element which you have to insert in an array, and then it will take that array to the function quadratic hashing. So or else if the user chooses 3, it will take you to the function display, or else 4, it will exit from the insertion menu, or something other than the default function is given, it will show invalid option. So then or else if the user chooses 2s, which is searching, here we have solved, right? In this 2, if the user chooses that 2, it will move on to searching function, or else 3, it will exit the function. If any default value, it will show you as invalid option. So let's move on to void linear hashing, which is the function linear probing. So then we have seen here, right? If the user chooses linear probing, it will ask the elements that will be stored in an array, and then it will move on to linear hashing function. So index is the main thing in this hash table. Index plays a major role in it. So this index is determined as data divided by n. N is the total number of elements, which is total number of spaces in an array. And what does this data means? The element which you have given inside it. If in this place, when the program asks you to enter the number, we will be giving each and every elements, right, which is known as the data. So it will be placed in the position as the data modulo n, which is, if I give some numbers as what shall I give, 40, and the total number of spaces in an array is 5. So it will divide first 30 divided by 5, and you will get 6 as the you'll get a 6 as the reminder, and it will be placed there. If that function, which means if we get some numbers, as if the total space of an array is lesser than the index value which you get using this formula, will represent as 0 in an when we display it, we will get 0 as our answer. So if I'm giving, if array of index is equal to 0, if the index value is 0, then in the place of every index value, the data will be placed. By seeing this, by using this formula, everything will be calculated, each and every element will be calculated, and it will be placed in the respective index value. Else, if given this for loop to circulate the elements, so if array of I is equal to 0, if any elements in an array is equal to 0, then it will find a gap which is equal to 1, and the data will be stored in an array of I. In the position of array of I, a data will be stored. That data will be stored. So if and I have given a if statement. If a gap is found, which is gap found is equal to 0, I have given a for loop to circulate each and every elements in an array to check in this if condition. So each and everything will be checked. Each and every element will be checked. Array of I is equal to 0, or which is equal to that data or not. Which is equal to if it is equal to 0. Then that data will be this given data, which is array of I will be the given data, and then it will break this thing. Then let's move on to the searching function. So in this searching function, we have initialized elements like data, index, and element found, which is equal to 0, and the choice means we have given a switch condition, right? So I have given a choice. I have even initialized this choice, and in searching it will ask, we have in linear probing or in quadratic probing, we have to choose it. So if I choose linear probing, the elements, first case, if I choose 1, the main thing is the elements which I have initialized in linear probing will be executed to the user. So I am giving it as if array of 0 is equal to 0, which means if the first is 0, first element of an array is 0, which means the hash table is empty, or else it will move on to the linear search function. Or if the user chooses 2, which is quadratic probing, which means it should display to the user the elements which we have inserted in QARR array. Using the quadratic probing, which we have elements are inserted will be shown to the user. So in this case too, I have given if condition, if QARR of 0 is equal to 0, then which means that hash table is empty, or else the quadratic search, it will move on to the function quadratic search. If we give some default values, it will give an option as invalid option. So then let's move on to void quadratic hashing, which means void quadratic probing. In this, if the user chooses to, it will ask each and every element, it will be stored, and then it will be given, it will not store actually, I'm sorry in that. So then it will move on to it will ask each and every numbers or the elements which you have to insert an array, and it will move your function to, it will move your program to quadratic hashing function. So let's go to quadratic hashing function. So here we go. Quadratic hashing function. In this, I have even in this index is the main thing, index, then I is equal to 0, then a reminder. In this we use the reminder. So in the same as that of linear probing, index is equal to data modulo of n. So I have given a while loop here. If while of I while of I, reminder equal to index plus I into I modulo n. Index means the position in an array. Okay, then I means the element which you are inserting, and this n means the total number of spaces in an array. If I give the size of an array as 5, it will be showing us 5. In the n will be 5. So this is what the array means. This is what the reminder means. So I'm checking if QARR of reminder is equal to 0, then the data will be integer, which means this I, or else which means the element which we are giving to insert in an array will be placed there, and it will move on until if I give size of an array as 5, the first one will be checked and it will be stored, and then since it's a while loop, and then it will move on with I plus plus, it will move on to the second number which we have given, and then it will be checked and then it will be stored. This is what this does. So then void display. What does this void display does is displays the elements. So then in this, even in this, asking us choices as linear probing, quadratic probing, or enter, and then enter the choice. If we enter one which is linear probing, using this for loop, in elements which are present in an array of I, which is the linear probing array, each and every element will be displayed to the user. Or else if the user chooses two, quadratic probing elements will be displayed to the user, and then if we choose the default value, it will show you as invalid option. In this linear search, what does this linear search means? So in the searching will be split into two, which is linear search and the quadratic search. In this linear search, what does this means is we have to give a particular number which is present or not present in an linear search to be searched. If it is present, it will be showing you as present. If not, it won't show. It is not present with the position. It will be showing you. So that it will ask to enter the data to search, and then using this index equal to data modulo n, using this if condition, it will check, and then it will be executed. Else, using this for loop, each and every element will be checked with the data which we have given here, and then if it is found, it will show the number is at the position and will show the position too. Or else, if element found is equal to 0, then I have given a for loop to circulate this to find the element. So array of I equal to data, we will be finding that. If we find that, if it finds it, it will show you as this particular number is at the position, and it will show the position too. So if element found is equal to 0, what does it shows is, which means that the element which we have given to find is not found in that array, the hash table. So it will give that the particular number is not in the hash table. So it will ask if you press 1 to continue or press 0 to exit. So if you press 1, it will be continuing, or if you press 0, it will be exiting the program. And then the last one is quadratic search. So this is as same that of linear search, but a quite difference, which is in the reminder part. We have reminder part here which we have given. So first the program asks you to enter the data, and we will be entering a data, and it will be stored, and using this index equal to data modulo n, it will be searching. Then the index will be data modulo n. Then we have given a while loop here, while of 1. Then what does this reminder is index plus I into I modulo n. I have said what does each I and n means. And then if I am giving a condition as if QARR of reminder equal to data, it will show you that this the element is found and with the position. So if element is not found, element found is equal to 0. If it is not, if the element is not present in an array, then it will get an output as the particular element is not present in an array. So let's check the program first. So first let us insert 1, then linear probing first. I gave 5, so 2, 46, 4, 15 and 73. So then okay, let's display in linear probing. So we got it. Then let's move on to quadratic probing. Then size of an array will be 5. It depends upon your choice, the size of an array. I gave 5. So 25, 3, 7, then 2, then 84. So let's display 3, 2. So I got all those. Then let's move on to display function. No, let's just now we have saw display function, right? So let's exit from the insertion menu. So then searching in linear probing. So first let's see what are the elements which we are given in linear searching. So let's see which element. Let's see 15, which is present in the 0th position in the array. Just search 15. Yeah, I got it right. 15 is at the position 0. So yes, I wish to continue again. Enter the data to search. Let's give some data. 6. So 6 is not in the hash table. I got the output. So that's it. So then again searching. Quadratic. So let's find an element. Sorry, I forgot, that's why I'm moving back. 3. So 3 is in the position 3. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. This came in between. So this is what the expected output. 3 is at the position 3. And then let's exit the program. That's all. So that's all the program is. Thank you for listening.